Okay guys, so today we are going to answer a question that's been highly requested, and that question is, what is WordPress hosting? And as always, we are going to answer that question in the most comprehensive way possible. My name is Dave with Verpex, so let's find out. Okay, so what is WordPress hosting? Well, to answer that in the purest of sense, WordPress web hosting is a host that's been optimized to run WordPress. So basically, the additional features offered will vary depending on the type of WordPress hosting you go with, but generally speaking, it will be equipped with features like one-click install and automatic updates of the WordPress core. And also, generally, WordPress hosting will have support staff that's better versed in WordPress-related technical issues. Now, keep in mind that WordPress hosting is not a requirement for you to run WordPress. You can run WordPress basically on any style of host, as the requirement to run WordPress is quite minimal. However, just because you can run WordPress on technically any host doesn't mean that you should. A WordPress host will help you to get the most out of your WordPress website and offer you greater level of performance across the board. So just to give you an illustration here, there are different types of vehicles on the road. You can drive a car, you can drive a van, or you can drive a truck, for instance. Now, which one is best? Well, it depends really what you're planning to carry with your vehicle. So if it's for your weekly shopping, well, your car will suffice. If you're planning to move house, well, you will need a van then. And for moving dozens of pallets, well, then the truck is most likely your best bet. And it's the same with hosting. Choosing the right hosting for your website will greatly depend on how much resources you will need. So when hosting a WordPress website, there are two options available. So the first one is called shared WordPress hosting, and this is the cheapest form of WordPress hosting you'll be able to find. So think of it as a step up from the traditional shared hosting, with a big difference in that it is optimized specifically for WordPress. Now, even though you're sharing the server's resources with others, it will still be optimized for WordPress, so you will get improved performance over traditional shared servers. And our second option is managed WordPress hosting. So managed WordPress sites enjoy one of the highest level of hosting available for WordPress sites. So managed WordPress hosting takes the stress out of the hosting and managing your site, as you'll have a team of WordPress experts literally behind you every step of the way. So typically, managed WordPress hosting will utilize a dedicated server. However, it can be configured with the VPS hosting, maybe cloud hosting. The exact type of server specification obviously will depend on which hosting provider you end up choosing, but most often you'll find that managed hosting WordPress sites utilize dedicated servers that give you more control over server setup and scalability as well. Okay, so now let's address the main benefits of choosing a WordPress hosting. So first, you will get a very fast website because it is optimized for WordPress. Second, you'll also get high level of security. And finally, third, up-to-date software, which also contributes to the speed and security of your website. And finally, let's conclude by considering which one is best: shared versus managed WordPress hosting. Well, the general rule of thumb is that smaller WordPress websites that get less traffic should utilize shared WordPress hosting, while established WordPress sites that get higher level of traffic should opt for managed WordPress hosting. However, the two of the biggest considerations should be your overall budget and how much time you have to manage your site. So across the board, shared WordPress hosting services will be cheaper, obviously, whereas managed WordPress hosting is going to be a lot more expensive, but you'll have to spend less time managing your site. So overall, managed WordPress hosting will give you the highest level of performance, security, and features, but if you're on a tight budget, then using shared WordPress hosting will still offer you a lot. And now, if you wanted to have access to both options combined, you can always use our own services at Verpex. As you can see, we provide WordPress hosting and manage WordPress hosting. Now, you can always start with WordPress hosting and then move on to the next step. Either way, it will work fine, and we provide migration as well included in our services. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I hope you found this helpful. If so, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with everyone you know who might benefit from this information.